What really inspired me to start this store was a place I went when I was a teenager called End of the Rainbow. It was actually at the other end of Oak Street, and it was similar to this. It was a little darker, a little dingier, and I mean, I had never seen a place like that before. I mean, you'd go in and there was that smell of old records and old stuff. It's not a smell you can define, but once you smell it, you know it. And again, they had records and they had comic books and they had t-shirts, and instantly it like hit home with me. I mean, almost immediately I'm like, I want to do this. I want to shop just like this. And about 10 years later, I did. The biggest adversity is I had no idea what I was doing. And I had taken some business classes in college. Actually, I was a business major. But nothing that I took in college prepared me to run a fly-by-the-seat-of-your-pants retro record store. As far back as the 60s, Portland has supported, at a minimum, a handful of stores, and it still does. We all have our own niche. I mean, you can go into 4 record stores, and we all have records, but they're very different places. I sell both video games and vinyl because, in my mind, they go together. I'm not sure if I say that because there are things I like personally, but as you might see, I don't carry many new video games. Even though video games are not inherently analog, I consider the early cartridge-based, more primitive games close. There is a certain criteria to things that come in the store. Pretty much everything here is what I think needs to be here. Like when I look at a record or a title, it's the little filing cabinet in my head goes, yep, bingo, this belongs in the store. A lot of people ask me if I have a huge record collection. Actually, they assume I have a huge record collection, but actually I don't. In my permanent collection, I might have 300 records max. Mostly, I can't keep the good stuff, it's gotta be in the store. Because if you keep all the good records, you don't have much of a store. But the records I do have, they are prized. One of my favorites is kind of a classic choice, but it's Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. I have a mint mono original pressing, and that is a treasure because it's pretty difficult to find the original in mono. I think the future is pretty solid for this. People will always be nostalgic about something, and nothing that I have is digital, it's tangible. You touch it, you feel it, you see it, and that's something that can't be replicated by eBay or Amazon or something like